This is my intro song because all the songs in the world are copyrighted. And this is my page. It's called Out of Range. And here's my ugly face. And I gotta go. That's my song. Day 11, out here in God's country. Put you on this little selfie stick and came to the door, so I don't gotta worry about the poor lighting in there. It's been a couple episodes since you got a 5-minute morning video, so guess what you're getting. It's day, what did I say, 11. Day 11. I was up before the sun, and I didn't fall asleep till after 4 a.m. I got a little case of the insomnia last night. I made the mistake of staying on the phone. I've been sending a picture every day, turning on the phone, sending a picture, but I left the phone on a little too long, and the name of the channel is Out of Range. I was doing just fine till I checked in with the real world. Anyways, things pissed me off, and I didn't get to sleep till past 4 a.m. And I was up at around 7, so I'm extremely tired. I really was going to just not film today, just sleep until 1 in the afternoon and resume tomorrow, but it would be hard to break that sleep pattern, you know. If I went back to bed, slept till noon or whatever, I'd probably be up again until 3 in the morning. So we're just gonna have to struggle through it. And I have a big day planned. I wanted to do a lot more forest living stuff today. I know the last couple episodes were just me trying to move this damn thing and getting reset up, which we gotta keep doing. We gotta start by moving either the hut or the shed to get all this junk off the ice here and out of the elements. We're due for a little project. I'd like to make a do-it-yourself, at-home, inexpensive kind of emergency cook set. Something you could throw in your backpack or, you know, in the back of your sled or the back of your ATV. We might work on that later. I want to get the snares back in the I want to get the snares back up. Jeez, I can't talk this morning. We got lines in the water. I'd like to catch a fish. And remember, we stopped drinking the percolated coffee. Well, this instant shit's really starting to be gross. I took the first drink this morning with my multivitamin, and I had a hard time swallowing it. So I think we're going to do some Chaga today. I got a great big chunk of Chaga I found in September when I was bringing stuff in here. That's been drying out. It's dried out. We're going to break a chunk off and let it steep in some water and do some Chaga and get those healing properties they keep talking about. So yeah, big full day. I'm not promising that all that's going to get done. I might fall asleep, like my eyes are heavy. So I'm not sure if this is a 5-minute video, but it must be close. So lines are in. I think the first thing we're going to tackle is moving the shed over. I know it's 3 days of moving stuff, kind of boring, but we got to get it done. All right, let's go. Danger. Problem solved. Wouldn't want to wipe out and break a bone out here. We have a shed. Shed's all moved. Still got some stuff to go grab over there. Gas cans and stuff, but the big part's done. Next thing we're gonna do, I think, is fire up the snowmobile. I'll just drive it up to the boats, and then we'll take a walk down Lucifer's laneway, look for some fresh game trails, maybe set up some snares. I'm tired though, very tired. Oh well, keep going. All right, we have a fresh trail here. Just trying to figure out the best spot to snare them up, probably right there. Not much to grab onto though, that little alder might hold. I'll figure something out. All right, we got another nice one here. Right to a hole. Little hole in that log over there. I don't know if you could see that, but it's a perfect spot for a snare. Let's take a look here. You see that hole right there? Doesn't get any better than that. Do it. Okay, we have some snares set up. We're back at the cabin. We got some lines in the water. Project time. We're gonna make a little homemade do-it-yourself emergency cook set. First steps first, we're gonna make lunch. Can of soup. Just gonna crack that open. Throw this on the fire. That's step one. Okay, while we wait for lunch to warm up, I've decided we're going to make some Chaga tea. If you don't know, Chaga is like a fungus that grows on, they say birch trees, but I've only ever found it on yellow birch. So that's what it looks like. It looks like a piece of burnt coal, but they say that it has many health benefits, like many health benefits. They say all kinds of crazy stuff, like it'll cure cancer, antioxidants. I don't know. If you read up on it, there's a tons of benefits. So a lot of people grind it up, make tea, but I'm just gonna, I cut off a chunk here. I'm just gonna boil this up and let it sit in there for a while. I've seen people do it that way. I'll put it on the stove to get it boiling, and then I'll leave it on the wood stove and let it sit for a while until the water darkens up, and we'll have ourselves some chaga, or medicine as some people call it. We'll make a bunch, and then we'll fill up the thermos. We could just reheat it when we want one. All right, let's let that sit for a bit. Still waiting for my soup. Okay, we got her going to a rolling boil now. Let's take a look. Oh yeah. I don't know if you can see that, but she's nice and dark. So I'm going to pull that off and just let it simmer on the wood stove for a little while. We'll just let that steep. Got him. Hope this is recording. Now hopefully we don't lose this one at the hole again. See him. Little guy. I was actually over there thinking of moving this fishing line over to a different spot, and just as I was deciding to do it, we caught a fish. Now, we were going to release these little guys, but we have room for 2 on our limit, and the fishing has not been good. Alright, I think we'll keep this guy. We got room to catch a bigger one. And if we catch a bigger one, we're having fish for supper. Fuck off. Finally! We didn't catch a fish at all yesterday. Nice to get a little bit of action. I don't know if it's cold enough to keep this guy alive, but if we catch a bigger one and he's alive, we might try to send him back, see if he'll swim away. They're usually good for a few hours in the cold. They're pretty resilient. Alright, I'm going to refresh that minnow. Okay, lunch is all done. I'm just going to put that there. Let's try that chaga. Oh yeah, that's a nice color. It smells kind of funky. See that? Oh, it's not bad. It's not horrible at all. Oh, that'll warm me up. Okay, I'm going to pound this, and then we'll do that cook set. Okay guys, project time. We're going to be making a little cheap cook set that you could, you know, I'm going to throw it in the back of the snowmobile bag. I'm going to make another one for my ATV. It's just good to have in case of emergency. First things first though, the materials we need are this coffee can, a soup can, some coat hanger. Before we get going though, when I popped the lid on that soup can, it reminded me of something. I seen somebody, I think on a loan, use one of these tabs here and make a fish hook. Let's see if we can do that. There you go. Flashy little fish hook. Anyways, a little side note that's got nothing to do with nothing. So, these coffee cans here are metal. There's still coffee in it though. We won't be percolating here anymore because, remember, we're conserving propane. So nothing but instant coffee, which is really shitty. Okay, I'll just set this aside. You could burn this lid off, but we'll cut it off. So this is the main component here, this coffee can. Now, what we want to do is put a handle on it so that you could boil water. If you're lost in the bush or whatever, you don't want to catch giardia or beaver fever, but you can boil lake water, snow, whatever. If you bring it to a rolling boil for a full minute, it should take care of that. So we're going to make a handle for it so that we could hang it from a pot hook and put it over a fire. So we're going to make it so that we can take it apart and hide it inside when it's done. So we're going to follow, actually we'll follow the can so that it fits inside. There. Something like that. Okay, just cut that to length. Then we're going to fold those in so that we can attach it to the pot. Something like that. We should be able to hide that in there after. Okay. Next thing we want to do is put a couple of holes in the can. I'm just going to use this screwdriver and screw. This might be more difficult than I thought, but we'll figure it out. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing here, but just stretch that out a little bit. Yeah, and the very opposite end, right there. That is a good screwdriver. Okay. Now the hard part. There. So there's our main component. You hang that, boil water, whatever you want. Okay. The second component is that soup can that I was showing you. Now it should fit. Those are a little long. Let's cut these down. Can inside of a can, so you could be boiling or cooking or doing whatever with your main can, and use that secondary can for a glass or also for cooking. Now, like I said, that comes with that nice plastic lid, right? And that's all there is to it. We could hide the handle in there, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some stuff in there. So I just gathered a few things that I had here. The first thing I would do if I was home is I would put a tiny bottle of, I think it's called Geo, like you squirt it in water to make Kool-Aid or juice or whatever. Because you can boil lake water all day long and make it safe and get rid of giardia, but it tastes like lake water. It's fucking gross. So I gathered a few things that we could throw in there just for emergency sitches. So the first thing I got is this emergency blanket or space blanket. Whoa. Space blanket. If you're spending the night, this could save your life, keep you warm. You can actually build a shelter with it. I'm going to pull it out of the bag. Just tuck that in there. I'm going to pull it out of the bag because we're going to use this bag for best thing in the forest is a Bic. And if that doesn't work, strike anywhere matches. No, you should be able to light a fire with that, but to make things even easier, I've got these pieces of fat wood here. You can buy this at the store. You light this up and you can light a fire pretty much anywhere. So we're gonna put a couple of pieces of that in there. Toss that in there. Zip that up. You can add other stuff. It's up to you. This is just stuff I gathered here. I'll get the air out. Okay. Slide that in there. Some extra cordage. Cordage is always nice to have. You could use it to tie together a lean-to. I'll slap that in there. And the last thing I'll put in there is... pause. Give me 1 sec. Okay, sorry. I forgot another Ziploc. The Ziploc itself can be useful. But the reason I'm putting it in there is because I'm going to throw some of this trail mix stuff in there. And I got the worst. There we go. This here is protein, you know. I want to make sure it fits. There we go. That could get you through a good day or two. Some protein. Put that in there. Again, this is all preference. You might want to put a compass, pocket knife. I always carry a knife, so... Actually, I always carry 2 knives. I always have this knife, and there's another one in the backup right there. But we'll try to stuff this in there. I think it'll go. Yep. Then we'll get this handle off. And we'll just curl it inside of there. And put the lid on. And there you go. One emergency camp cook set. It doesn't take a lot of room. I'm going to make a few of them at home. Like I said, I'm going to put one in the box on my ATV. I'm going to put one on in the bag of my snowmobile. And anytime I'm taking off backpacking, it doesn't weigh nothing. And you could, it doesn't take a lot of room. Like I said, you could put it in your backpack. Could save your life. Project done. All right, guys. I can't even anymore. Taking a mid-afternoon nap because I can. Oh, I tried to make it through the day, but no can do. Like I said, I only got about 2.5, 3 hours of sleep. And we did do quite a bit. We moved the shed, we set some snares, we did that cook set project, and now I need a nap. As soon as I ate that soup, that old man kicked in. I need a nap. That hasn't happened since I've been here. But it's hard work being out here. Like, I knew it was going to be hard work, but it's hard work that you have to do. Like, I got no choice. Although I am playing a lot, like fishing. I don't have to fish. Sounds like there's a phone ringing. Wow, I'm so tired. I'm hallucinating. It's a crow. Alright, I'm going to close my eyes for a bit. Hopefully it's not all day. Hopefully the sun won't be down, but if it is, we're going to make, I think, meatballs tonight. We'll just cook together, make meatballs. Okay? Night, night. Sweet dreams. Stay fresh, cheese bags. I'm awake. It's almost dark out. It felt pretty good. It felt so good. I wish I could have just kept sleeping, but we got to get ready for darkness. Oh, let's put some stuff away and we'll be back and maybe tackle a meatball supper. Okay. Okay. Dinner time. We're going to make meatballs. But it is Thursday, which means it's Thirsty Thursday. Let's have a whiskey. And meatballs. Whiskey and meatballs. Perfect Thursday. Sorry about the lantern, but it's dark. these little lights and flashlights, just not enough for filming. I'm gonna have whiskey and water today. Salute, boys. And girls. I was not sexist. It's just Thursdays are for the boys. Where I'm from. Okay, meatballs. Meat and balls. Meat. And balls. One egg. I only have 2 eggs left, but they made it. They never froze, so that's good. I thought I had breadcrumbs, but I don't, so we're gonna use some old, not old, but I'm gonna use some sody crackers. I'm more of an Italian breadcrumb kind of guy when I make meatballs. That's my secret. People from the camp will know that I'm a meatball guy. We have a lot of potlucks and I always bring meatballs. Alright. That's good enough. This is where your hands get gross, but I was smart. I put some really hot water in that tub so that as soon as I'm done I can get that stuff off. My daughter Kaya's usually the one who makes the meatballs. Would have needed more soda crackers, but we're in the bush, so. I'm thinking tomorrow's rabbit stew day. Rabbit stew? We only got the one, but we'll set some snares today. First thing tomorrow we'll probably go check those. Hopefully get another one. If we have one in the morning, we'll cook up that fresh one because the other one I froze. Okay, ball making time. You get the picture. It's gonna take me a while, and I don't wanna get this stuff all over the camera. So I'm gonna roll some balls, put them in the pan. You get the picture. I still have one clean finger to turn this off. I'll be back. All right, rolling's all done. I made big fat meatballs. I think my daughter would be proud. What do you think, Kaya? When Kaya makes meatballs, every ball is exactly the same size and they're all placed perfectly in the pan. She's so cute. Anyways, we're gonna get this on the stove. Fuck, I miss my kids. We're gonna get this on the stove and just fry them up a little bit, and then we're gonna put them in the Dutch oven with some gravy and let that simmer for a while. There's no way I'm eating all this tonight. That's a lot of meatballs. All right. Oh, yeah. Now that's a gravy. That's a spicy meatball. Sorry for being silly. It is Thirsty Thursday. Ho 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 ho, yeah. I need one of those rubbery spatula thingies. Think I could whittle one of those? Make one of those out of birch bark and squirrel turds? I'm gonna get you a close-up with some lights. I'm gonna throw that on the wood stove for a little bit. And we'll talk to you later. I'm not talking to you tonight. I drank too much. We'll talk tomorrow. Peace.